All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Indie Inquiries, where each week we review Steam store pages and provide marketing advice for developers. I am Josh Bycer from Game Wisdom. Joining me, my co-host from Nexus Games, Sharky.
Hello, everybody.
All right, we got two games this week. Both were submitted by developers. And like I just said, we're always looking for new ones, either for submissions or resubmissions. So if you need any help, please get in touch.
Yeah. So let's get into our first game, and I need to do a little setup here real quick.
All right. While you're doing that, our first game this week is going to be the side scroller Omegabot. And let me know when you're ready.
Yep.
All right. So, as always, let's begin with the thumbnail. And this one, it's very clean looking, but I feel like it's also very plain.
Yeah. There's not much here,
Mm-hmm.
and there's definitely not any triangles of sorts here drawing your eye.
Mm-hmm.
The beam draws your eye across the laser beam, but then your eye's like wondering, where should I go next? And it's like, should I go to the character? Should I go to the logo? There's nothing else here.
Mm-hmm.
My eyes kind of getting bored, but it's also getting confused with which direction it should go into.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad thumbnail by the fact that, it's clean, it's very legible, but there's just nothing here like for your eye. Like your eye will either go to the robot or to the laser, and follow that from left to right. But I think the background is hurting this one.
Yeah, I just I think there's a structure issues and a not much going on issue kind of thing.
It needs
But
like
I
I
think
think that.
what's here is good
Hmm.
quality wise. It's just needs to be restructured and have more
Yeah,
going on.
it needs like either like a background environment or an enemy. If you put too much, then it becomes busy. But I
Mhm.
think right now there's too little.
Yeah, you got to play that balance game. Not
Hmm.
too much and not too little. Is
Yeah.
that safe for the stream?
Mm-hmm. So overall, mm, what are you thinking? Maybe like a high C, low B range.
Yeah, I'm thinking high C,
Mm-hmm.
like the fruit punch.
Good.
It gets a fruit punch.
And it's not horrible. Like I think there's enough here that's going to catch somebody's eye, at least for a second. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if there's enough here that's going to get them to click on this.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So let's go to the trailer. Let's see, pop this out.
I don't think I started at the beginning of the trailer.
And,
Okay, there we go.
all right. So we have a cold opening.
Yep, we actually have a code opening this time.
Yeah. We got footage that's kind of zoomed in. Title.
Blast your opponents.
I think the text screen transitions are nice.
Yeah,
Then we have just raw footage.
yeah. I think there's too much raw footage. It just feels too, long slash. I don't know what it. I don't know what the correct term would be, but the term that comes off in my head is wordy kind of thing, but it's obviously not words.
Yeah.
Would it be video-y?
That
I don't know.
first section I think is too long.
Yeah. And this section here with the bosses is definitely a climax. But like
it doesn't build anywhere.
yeah, it doesn't feel very climaxy.
Yeah.
I know part of that's the music. I don't know if there's more to it than the music, but it's definitely part music.
Yeah. The music is not timed to the trailer. And I think one thing that would have helped for that part would have been, when you get to the boss battle, we change the music up. We make it a little bit more exciting. We make it a little bit more, popping.
Yeah. And as Derek
Hey, Pony.
said in past podcasts, is that you want to maybe not even use game music, probably not use game music, and use something that fits the trailer. And
Yep.
it'd be nice if you could do that in one song and just have it right when it builds up to the bosses kind of thing, and that's when the beat drops or whatever kind of thing.
Yeah. Like, it opens nicely. That has a really solid cold opening. But then when we get to the 14-second mark, blast your opponents, that whole section, it lasts about 24 seconds. And it's way too long. Like, this feels like this trailer should be about a minute, maybe a little bit under.
Yeah. At least 10 seconds shorter at minimum.
Yeah. It's not a bad trailer.
Now, the structure's here.
Mm-hmm.
Just the music and, like, that lengthy section right there. And maybe some other stuff that, is hard to see right now.
Mm-hmm.
But those two things definitely kind of mess it up.
Yeah.
I think.
So, what would you give this for the grade? I'm thinking it's in the B range. Maybe low B?
Yeah, I'm thinking B minus.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be hard to clip out some of those sections, make that a little bit shorter, and change up the music and set things to that music.
Mm-hmm.
So they're relatively easy fixes, and this could pretty easily be an 8, I think.
Yeah. So, screenshots. A lot of these are from the trailer, which is not what we want to see.
Yep. Or close enough to being from the trailer that they might as well be from the trailer.
I think we counted at least 4 that were definites.
I think we said 5 was definitely in the trailer, and 2 were close enough to be considered to be in the trailer. So, and there's 9 here, which means they got 2 screenshots.
At minimum, you need 5.
Yep.
So, and, screenshots are, unfortunately, I think, in the D range.
Yeah. D minus, maybe? Well, no, solid D.
Yeah, I would give it, I think, solid D. And again, this is a simple fix. Just take just take screenshots of your game that were in the trailer and put it up here, and you're good.
Yep. And that are good screenshots.
Yeah. So let's go to the about this game section. So we start with
custom banner.
Yeah, that's nice. We have 2 GIFs, and I feel like they're too close. Like, we could probably, like, the text that's down here, we could probably move that up and put that in the middle as a buffer between the 2.
The issue I'm seeing is that the custom banners besides the top one, there's alignment issues with the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
As well as there's too much space in between the text and the top of the banner. And I'm thinking that this is a separate image, and that's the reason why it's like that. And you don't want to do that. You want to save it as a whole image and then upload it like that.
Actually, now that I look at this, I think what he's doing is this top part is supposed to be kind of like the dividing point for each section. Because if you look at the bottom of the store page, he has that top part at the bottom of the robotic horde section. And I think what he should have done is, instead of doing like that, just combine the top and the bottom part so it looks like one consistent banner.
Yeah. I think that it does not work as a divider. You don't want a divider image. I don't think.
It's
I would
a
just
drive
combine it.
forming pony. I mean, the gifts that are here, I think, are good.
Yeah.
Weapons, horde. I mean, it has structure. I mean, really, the only issue we have here is more on the formatting side than anything else.
More just that custom banner.
Yeah.
The custom banner and, a couple other little things.
So, what do you think? B plus A minus range?
I would say A minus.
I feel like it's on that line between the two.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't take a lot to push us into A range.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's look at the about this or the title card rather.
Mm-hmm. So we have 3, which is the minimum. I would like to see single player, I think, on the genre tag.
Yeah. Maybe more if there was another one that fit.
Mm-hmm. All one
But
Polish are the
definitely single
same.
player.
Yeah. So he has a Twitter. I already looked it up. There is no way to directly message him on it.
Which is not good.
Nope. We have a YouTube channel. We have no website. Again, it's better to not have a website if it's a bad website. So there's nothing like horrible there. But
Mm-hmm.
really, you need a contact information. And that, I think, is a major point about this. That at the end of the day, if people can't get in touch with you, they're not going to promote your game.
Yeah.
So,
and also if you don't have one already, I would have a Discord and I would have it linked in here.
mm-hmm. But at bares of the bare minimum, you need a contact link. Because if you don't have that, guess what? People aren't going to get in touch with you. And they're not getting in touch with you, they're not going to cover your game.
Yep.
So it's kind of like a tale of like 2 stories here. He has the genre tags, which is good. But
he's got the minimum.
Yeah. I'm thinking C plus maybe? What about you?
I think it's C minus because like the Twitter doesn't do much good
if it doesn't
without
have
a way
message.
to contact him.
Yeah.
And the 3 genre tags is like the bare minimum.
Yeah.
So like you might as well say he doesn't have a Twitter on here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with a C minus then.
Yeah.
And to Pony's comment, what about a first-person shooter where the hook is that you shoot people?
I never heard of such things. What blasphemy is this?
All right, so overall, we gave the title, or we gave the thumbnail. What was that? A high C, low B.
Mm-hmm.
We gave the trailer, I think, around there as well. I think we gave that a B minus.
I think
yeah.
B minus.
Screenshots got a D.
Yep.
About this game got B plus. I think we said BB plus.
Yeah.
And then the title card went down again. So
I think the about this game got an A minus.
Mm-hmm.
But the main things that are important are the trailer and the thumbnail.
Yeah.
And the trailer was what? A C plus?
C plus B minus, I think, somewhere in that range.
But the thumbnail brings that down. The screenshots bring that down.
And the title thumbnail
card, about this game page brings it up, and the title card brings it down. So a lot of things bringing that trailer down. Not very many things bringing it up. And so I think that would, we said what, a B minus? So I think the overall grade would be like a C plus or a C, somewhere around in there.
Yeah, this is one of those interesting ones. Like, there's a lot of good on this page, but there's also a lot of negatives, and the negatives are kind of where the gray matters the most. Yeah.
I'm thinking solid C.
Yeah, I think I may give this a C plus. I feel like there's not an. I feel like the good is not enough here to take this into B territory, and the
Oh,
fact that
definitely
there's
not.
no contact information. eh, I think C plus is where I'm going to kind of fall on this.
I'm gonna go C.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think the things that hurt this page
Are
wouldn't
mostly
be.
easily fixes.
Yeah, like the stuff that we're complaining about, this is maybe like an afternoon's worth of work, especially for the screenshots. Like, even just fixing the screenshots will probably bump this up into like C plus territory.
I think
Maybe.
the screenshots is one of the longest things it'll take them to update.
Hmm.
That and thumbnail, like
But again, the title card, that is a very easy fix.
yeah, that'll take like 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
And the about this game page stuff, the complaints on that, probably about 5 minutes worth of work.
yeah. So, I mean, it's not a case where, this is a hopeless page and there's nothing that can be done for it. It's just, I think, a few very simple, or quote-unquote, simple tweaks will probably push us up into B, maybe A range territory.
Oh, I think if he did everything we said, he'd definitely be in A range.
Yeah. Alright. Thank you, Pony, yeah.
So we're ready to move on to our next one?
Yeah, I think so. Do you need to set it up, or are you good?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Alright, our
So
next
here
one
we have
is...
Solaroids.
Mm-hmm. So, right off the bat, this thumbnail, or the thumbnail itself, it irks me a little bit. So, the first thing, it's very generic. Like, if you were to show this to somebody, I think they would think that this would be like a real-time strategy game or a grand strategy game. Nothing in here screams classic asteroids updated with modern gameplay and perfected controls.
Yeah. It's just screams space.
Yeah. And blinding my eye with that lens, the flare behind the O.
Yeah, it's a solar flare. He's gone DBZ on you and just gone solar flare,
Yeah.
blinding you. And like this has the same issue as the other one does. There's no triangulation kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a straight line of the solar flare that's drawing your eye across. Nothing else. There's no triangulation.
Yeah, nothing on this thumbnail I think would make somebody click on this.
Yeah, and the whole vector update, I can appreciate having an update like that, but like I don't think it needs to go in your thumbnail.
Yeah.
Not unless it's something major, like super major that changes up completely everything.
Like a 1.0 update, a brand new system update, we're adding
exiting
multiplayer.
Out of early access.
Yeah.
You're running a live service and like Magic the Gathering, you have completely changed everything gameplay wise because there's been a new set of cards kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or Hearthstone. That kind of thing. Something major, like that. Something that completely changes everything.
Yeah, so like the Omegabot's trail or thumbnail, it has the same problem. I think Omegabot is just like a tiny bit better. That at least there's something on there that's going to catch your eye, but it's not enough. Well, this doesn't really have anything.
Well, the thing the other one really had over it was it told you something about the game. This tells you space.
Yeah.
And this doesn't tell you anything about the game.
I don't know what this game is.
There's no enemies. There's no asteroids. There's no nothing here that tells me anything about what the gameplay is going to be.
Yeah. And if you can't hook somebody with your thumbnail, they're not going to check anything else out on your store page.
Yeah, I think it looks good. It doesn't work. That's
Yeah.
the problem. Is it looks good, but it doesn't work, and it doesn't have structure.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta have the working and the structure as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So grade wise, I'm thinking. What do you think? Maybe high D, low C.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Uh, I'm thinking. hmm, it's hard because this one's right on the line
Yeah.
of that. I don't want to give it a D, but at the same time, I don't want to give it a C. Mm. I think I'm going to go with a CD. Yeah,
I
we'll,
think
we'll, we'll, we'll call it. I think we'll just go with a D.
I'll give it a D plus. I feel
Yeah, that's
that
what I mean.
the annoyance of that O is just like really like hurting the grade for me. Like I feel like again, there's just nothing on this thumbnail that's going to make somebody I think click on this.
Yeah, and
Alright.
Tony said at least the dev is a chat.
Alright, are you ready for the trailer?
Yeah,
Alright. Get this over here. So we saw white on white text, which is not a good sign.
no code opening.
Yeah. Some blinding suns.
Hmm.
The music is nice, but again, it's not really fitting what's going on.
Yeah, I mean it fits to a certain extent, but it doesn't. It fits the game, but it doesn't fit the action.
Yeah.
And it's not saying 4 players, and it's showing just 3.
Yeah,
That's
if you
not
look
what you
at
want.
the 30-second mark here. We have 3. Let's see. Boom. Be globally with one stick.
And feel like just this background is just too distracting. I cannot read most of that text.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole prologue thing, I mean, this isn't a prologue, is it? I mean, the prologue he already released.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a holdover.
Yeah. The accolades are nice, but they're being drowned out by the background.
And this logo at the end is horrible.
Yeah, and again, there's like 4 seconds of just black screen that really aren't helping this.
Yeah, and then you get blinded with the dying FX.
Yeah, like that should be like integrated into that call to action at the end.
Yeah, and the question I have is the Dyne FX his company? Because I mean, it sort of looked like it's his company.
Mm.
And if it is, then put that for the developer too.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not, don't. But if it is, do.
Yeah. So this one, it doesn't have a cold opening. I don't know. Do we consider this having some kind of structure to it?
Not really.
Mm. There's no real, climax other than the ship like crashing in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like the transition cards or the transition screens, I think, are very distracting.
Yeah, it feels like this is just random footage kind of thing taken and then spliced together with different
Mm-hmm.
sections kind of thing. There's real no structure here.
Yeah, and like you said, it's not a prologue anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You can just cut that little part out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the footage it shows is nice if you are a fan of asteroids, but again, I don't think this trailer is selling somebody on this game.
Yeah, I would like to see a big epic boss fight at the end. Fighting a giant spaceship. or something along that lines.
Yeah, when we scroll down, he does mention it says attack giant bosses. I don't know if I
But
really.
we can't scroll down yet because we haven't given the trailer a grade
Yeah.
and we haven't done screenshots.
Yeah, so if there are giant bosses, then I'm not seeing them on this. And that's not good. So, grade wise, I'm thinking on the D plus C minus range again. What about you?
I'm thinking the same. I'm thinking another CD.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go with D plus for both of them.
Yeah. Alright, so let's get to the screenshots. So the screenshots are original. The first one definitely is, but there's a problem. If you look in the bottom
Screenshot
right,
saved.
yeah, you don't want to do that. Especially like anything that's like capturing software wise, you don't want that on your screenshots. You know, like a Bandicam thing or Steam screenshot, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the screenshots, again, I don't know if they're really showing this game in the best light. Like the fifth screenshot that shows you choosing vector colors, I feel like this is just a non-screenshot.
Yeah.
And then the one after that, that's just,
The
control
controls.
layout. Yeah, like,
Nothing here.
yeah, those two don't exist.
The last two are garbage. They don't exist, which means that he's only got 4 screenshots.
And two of them have the Steam thing on it.
Yeah, and none of them, I think, really necessarily pop. I mean, look at the fourth one. I mean, I can't even tell where the player character is.
Yeah. And then we have 2 additional trailers that are just more or less just, watching gameplay. We're not going to go through like a 3-minute trailer here.
Yeah.
And then I think the third trailer may have been like an original one.
I think that the third trailer was a first attempt at the first one.
Yeah. But what's interesting is that third trailer, it has Solaroids without prologue on it at the very end.
Hmm.
Which is kind of weird.
It's weird that he put it in the first one.
Yeah. So,
and if you look at the thumbnail for the screenshot for the controller stuff, it says prologue in it.
Yeah, you're right. And some of these do not have it.
It says it in the fifth screenshot too.
Yeah. And that's another thing. I guess here's a question for you, Shar. It's kind of maybe somewhat of a tangent. Do you think having a watermark like that on your screenshots is good or bad for your game?
I would say bad.
Yeah, I would agree so as well. Yeah, so
unless somehow it works into the game itself, like say you're piloting a spaceship first person, and the name of the game is the name of the spaceship, and it makes sense to have the spaceship name printed on the inside of it. This is the RX 570 or whatever kind of thing. That would be a horrible game name, but just an example kind of thing. That kind of thing would work.
Yeah, and
if it was something like that.
Something else I'm noticing, that if you look at the 5th and 6th screenshots, it shows different version numbers for early access. One is 1.24.1, the other one is 1.247. Yeah, you want your screenshots. It's not good.
No, I think that's the same number. They're both 1.247.
You sure?
They're just different fonts.
1, 2. Oh yeah, you may be right.
They look very different because of different fonts.
Yeah. And I think you want to avoid version numbers on your screenshots as well, because that also kind of dates your screenshots.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and
I think
I think in the fifth screenshot with the font and everything, I don't think that font works.
Yeah, I can't read it just by looking at it like this.
It's very hard to read.
So, grade-wise...
Well, he's got 2 null screenshots, 2 bad screenshots, and the other 2 screenshots really... I think this one here, the second one, is a pretty decent screenshot, but the fourth one, I can't tell where the player is.
Yeah. It's just
So I think he's
noise.
got like one good screenshot kind of thing.
Yeah, I think this is in the D minus range for me. What about you?
Yeah, D minus, F plus, somewhere in there.
Yeah. Yeah, again, you want to avoid anything that makes your game look bad. And that
Mm-hmm.
includes low quality screenshots, having capture software on it, showing things that aren't in your game or dated elements to it. You don't really want to do that.
Yep.
So let's go down to the About This Game page. So we have blue text as kind of the category markers, which I would like to see a banner, but this is kind of like bare minimum of on the good side for each category.
I wouldn't say this is bare minimum. I would say this is the good normal.
Yeah.
This is not worth bonus points, though. Bonus points would be custom banner.
Yeah. The first GIF I think is really nice, and I like the kind of text transition that he has at the bottom. I think that's actually far better than what he uses in the first trailer.
Yeah, I think this is a really solid GIF.
Yeah.
I think all the GIFs here are really solid, and I think he's got things broken up really, really well.
And
And
he's on the bubble, I think, for how much text for each section. Again, we say 2 to 3 lines at most. This is more like 3.5. So
a paragraph at the longest.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he's done.
Mm-hmm.
But he's gone this first one. He's right at the paragraph line. If you can possibly shorten these up just a hair, find some way to rewrite it and take out, I don't know, 5 words out of there. That would be a plus.
Yeah. I mean, the store page or the About This Game section, I think it works. It has, custom. The GIFs are nice. It has structure to it.
I would like to see another GIF right here after between the end of early access and the start of additional features.
Yeah. At least one more. Maybe 2 would be, I think, ideal, but I think at least minimum 1 more.
I don't know. 2 might be overdoing it. I think just 1 more right between there would make it solid. And then, to go to bonus points, go from this blue font to like a custom banners.
Yeah.
Like the last game had.
Chris, free play. Now, as another thing, we did look on his website. He does have a Discord channel set up for the game, and it's not listed here. I think I would like to have that on here somewhere.
Yeah, put that at the bottom of your About This Game page as well as on your title card.
Yeah.
So About This Game page grade, what are we thinking?
I think it is overall really good. Just not sure. I feel like B plus A minus, maybe closer to A minus. What about you?
I definitely don't think it's B range, and this is definitely an A. But yeah, I'm thinking A minus. It's almost an A.
Yeah.
But custom banners, a little bit of refinement on the text, make it slightly shorter, and that one more GIF at the end.
Push this over, I think.
Yeah, that would make this an A plus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really solid About This Game page.
Yeah. Yeah, I think A minus is good. Yeah. And I think the footage they show here is better than what's in the trailer, and especially better on the screenshot compared to the screenshots. All right. So let's go.
Title card. He's got four genres, so he's above minimum. He's in the real good territory.
Decent. I think I said that we looked him up on Twitter. You can't send him a message. He has YouTube. Again, since we know he has a Discord channel, it should be on this title card.
But I, that's going above and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
But like, he definitely should.
Yeah.
But I think this is a really solid title card.
Yeah. I mean,
What are you
there's
thinking?
nothing
A?
that would take away from it. We just want more on it. Yeah.
Yeah, just a Discord.
Yeah, I would
I'm
give it
thinking
an
A.
A. Yeah. I think an A
Solid
is
A.
fair. I can't think of any other genre tags that would fit.
Single player.
Yeah.
Well, it's single player and multiplayer actually.
True.
We could put both on there, so he could actually have 6 tags. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I think A is good for this one.
Yeah.
But
I would definitely add the single player and multiplayer tags to here.
Yeah.
And add your Discord.
Yeah, and the things that we're talking about they're not taking away from the grade. They would add to it.
Yeah.
All right, so
if he had got 6 tags on there and everything, that would be like an A++ kind of thing.
All right, so overall review. Unfortunately, where he has his highest grades are like the least important. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we gave the thumbnail like a D plus.
Mm-hmm.
We gave the trailer, I think, a D plus.
D plus.
We gave the screenshots, I think, a D minus, maybe F plus.
Yeah, I think it was an F plus.
Yeah.
Or D minus. I can't remember.
Somewhere around there. The About This Game got an A.
Mm-hmm.
The title card got an A as well.
Yep. Sad that those two are not. I mean, in the end, your core grade is your trailer, and then everything else is going to add or subtract from it. And when you take the trailer, and then the next add subtract is the thumbnail, which is the same grade, so it's not going to change. So now it's a even more locked in D plus. And then you have the
screenshots, which are even lower,
pulling it down, and then you have the other two bringing it up.
But the question is, how much does it bring it up? Is it enough to bring this into the C range? I don't know.
It's either a D plus or a C minus, one of the two.
Yeah,
because
it's
sadly
on that line.
Great stuff is on the stuff that matters less.
Yeah. I mean,
I think I'm gonna go C minus.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think the quality of the About This Game section and the title card does bring it up, but I would not go any higher.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
So, do we want to look at the website he also provided, just briefly?
I guess we could, just for like a minute or two. I don't want to spend too long on it.
Yeah, right. We're not good at we're
not site designers
at doing this kind of thing.
Let me make sure it actually went up. Yeah. So again, the website doesn't mention prologue, which makes me wonder if these trailers are on the older side.
Yeah.
This is Defender Base. Yeah, and again, he has a lot more GIFs on his website than he does on the store page. And you could probably take one of these and put at the end of the About This Game page.
Or at the end of between the that spot that I was talking about.
I have a lot of sites that's going on.
But we are, Pony. At least I am. And he's got the notify me at launch twice. Good call to action twice. Right there at the top and right here kind of at the bottom kind of thing. Which is really good placement. I think that's really good.
Yeah, so the website was apparently made in 2018.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't. But I just noticed on the trailer here, on the thumbnail for the trailer, it says prologue. Yeah, I would change that.
Yeah. Again, I'm not going to give this. I am not going to give this a grade because I'm not a site designer. It wouldn't be really fair. It's a
Yeah.
platformer, yes. That's what
I also
platformer
noticed here
is.
at the bottom, it says please connect with us. It has Steam, Discord, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all this other stuff. But like I didn't see his Facebook, his Instagram,
Yeah.
his
You may just go for the ones that are the
Twitch
biggest. But
or Reddit or any of that on the other one. I think that you should at least include one of those on your Steam.
yeah.
One more on your Steam.
It's not enough, I think, to lower the grade, though.
Yeah.
But it would
This would
push
just
it
be giving you
higher.
more bonus points
Yeah.
on your grade.
Yeah. All right. Just go thermometer. I
But I
think
think
that.
that'll do it.
Yep. Anything else you want to say?
No, I think we had some really good entries today.
Decent ones. Nothing that's going. I think we are still yet. I don't think we've gotten it. We got one, maybe A plus. I know we got an A.
Well, we got an A plus with the one we handpicked, the slime one.
Oh yeah.
But
In
out
terms
of
of
submissions and whatnot, our highest grade is still an A minus.
Yeah.
And only I think one of those, and we've had a bunch of B pluses.
We've had a few
C's,
Fs.
ton of several D's, and a few F's.
Yeah.
But not very many people have gotten into the A range.
Maybe for those of you watching, maybe one of you will get into there at some point if you submit the game.
Yeah, submit the game and fight for your A grade and try to break the submission record of A minus.
Why is it in relaxed? Because I think it's still in development. I think it's been developed for a very long time. And sole developer.
Yep.
Yeah, and if for those of you who have submitted games, if you worked on your store page and would like us to take a re-review on it, please let us know, as we'll be more than happy to.
Yep. And make sure you lick the smash button and smash the like button on both of our channels. Links to all of our social media and each other's channel is down in the description.
And if you are interested in watching these shows live, they are taped Thursdays around our normal time of 3:30 ET. And if you're interested in learning more about game design and the game dev scene, tune into the Safely Extreme Cast Sundays, starting around 4:30 on both of our channels.
What is tape?
What's a roguelike?
You're like, they're taped on this date. It's like,
Josh, we're streaming.
Not in the early thousands.
Alright, but that is going to do it for this week. So again, if you'd like to submit some games, we have our time open. Thanks for tuning in, and come back for daily discussions on game design here and on Game Wisdom, where he's in the art and science of games. Until next time, take care.